morning again. 3.2 speed, velocity and acceleration, a long use displacement, velocity and acceleration round out the only trinity of kinematics. As you will see, all three are closely related to one another, and together they offer a pretty complete understanding of the motion. Speed, like distance, is a scalar quantity that won't come up too often on this book, but it might trip you up if you don't know how to distinguish it from velocity. Speed and velocity. As distance is to displacement, so speed is to velocity. The crucial difference between the two is that speed is a scalar and velocity is a vector quantity. Let's see their formula. Average speed is equal to distance traveled over time elapsed is equal to change x over change time. However, velocity is a vector quantity defined as the rate of change of the displacement vector over time. That is, average velocity is equal to change in displacement over time elapsed, which is equal to change in s over change in time. It's important to remember that the average speed and the magnitude of the average velocity may not be equivalent. Instantaneous speed and velocity. The two equations given above for speed and velocity discuss only the average speed and average velocity over a given time interval. Most often, as with a car speedometer, we are not interested in an average speed or velocity, but in the instantaneous velocity or speed at a given moment. That is, we don't want to know how many meters an object covered in the past 10 seconds. We want to know how fast that object is moving right now. Instantaneous velocity is not a tricky concept. We simply take the equation above and assume that change in t is very, very small. Example: which of the following sentences contains an example of instantaneous velocity? A. The correct covered 500 km in the first 10 hours of its northward journey. B. 5 seconds into the launch, the rocket was shooting upward at 5,000 meters per second. C. The cheetah can run at 70 miles per hour. D. Moving at 5 kilometers per hour, it will take us 8 hours to get to the base camp. E. Roger Bannister was the first person to run 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. Instantaneous velocity has magnitude and direction and deals with the velocity at a particular instant in time. All three of these requirements are met only in B. A is an example of the average velocity, C is an example of instantaneous speed, and D and E are examples of average speed. These are the answers. Next time, we'll continue about acceleration deeply because it's very important. Have a nice time. Don't forget to subscribe in your YouTube and TikTok channels. Have a nice time again.